Hey, it's Maddie from Turbot. I'm here with Nathan, and we're going to talk about how you can use the new Powerpipe MCP server to help develop and run your Powerpipe mods.
Yeah, no, super excited for this one. We obviously do a lot of Powerpipe development at Turbot, and this one is a real level up for us in the way we're able to build our benchmarks, detections, etc. So, and it's exciting how the LLMs can help you write code now. Most of what we spoke about, if you look at the Steampipe or Tailpipe ones, is actually using the LLM to answer questions or explore your data, and they're incredible for that. And you might do that in Claude or something like that, where you might want to ask questions. What I'm actually going to show for the Powerpipe one is a bit different. We'll focus more on Cursor and how to use the MCP server over in Cursor and use it as part of your sort of development cycle. So setting up, is really easy. We have it all here on the GitHub repo, but you can just, come down, grab the Cursor configuration, you give it this thing, tell it the location of your mod, although that you can change that later on when you're running it, and then away you go and you're up and running. So here I actually have the Tailpipe mod open, which is our AWS CloudTrail log detections mod, which you may already know, enjoy, and like. But we're able to use this mod and actually add extra capabilities to it using Powerpipe. So let's have a look at that. Maybe should I make the font one bigger? Yeah. I don't know. It's a bit of a trade-off. What EC2 instance detections can you see in this Powerpipe mod? So what it's going to do now is use Powerpipe to run the detection list, for this mod. To find which ones are currently already available for EC2 instances. So it's found a number of them there defined in this mod. So can you please suggest a new high value detection for EC2 instances? And let's see if it can tell us a new one we should add to it. Well, it's decided beyond that, it's just going to go create it. So I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to do it, it says. So I've decided to create ourselves a new detection, for the EC2 instance into the IAM role modified. And it's adding the documentation for that. It's going to assumedly write the query for us in a moment as well, if it hasn't already. Let's see. Oh, no, it wrote the query already. So in here, we can see it created the query. It's decided to put the docs inside the same file, which wasn't a very good idea. Last time I tried this, it didn't do that. So it's just decided to take a different path this time, and it's put the query and everything in here as well. What's interesting about the fact that it's done that, though, is that it probably won't work. Please test your work. I don't think I even have to say with Powerpipe. Let's try that. Yeah, so it's going to use detection run to run it. Oh, and there's an issue. The mod structure is bad because it's created that thing. So it's going to change the file extension to be .pp, but it'll still have problems because it's got the documentation.
The documentation is just kind of loose in the file. Yeah.
Yeah, just for some reason it's decided to put in there. But see, now it's worked out that it should reference it in a markdown file, and it's found the right location to put those docs. So hopefully it's going to go and create the documentation file. It looks like it is over in the docs directory where all the other ones are. Now, if we had cursor rules or other things set up, this would be way smarter, right? But at the moment, I've just come in cold to a repo and said, use the MCP server to write me some stuff. So it's created the docs here. And so we can see what is this detection it's decided to create for us. So it's going to detect when we modify the role with an EC2 instance. That's a reasonable thing to do. It's told us why it's important, what the risks are, all the remediation steps, etc., which is fairly common with our format. It's probably not matching our format enough, so we probably should give it some more instruction for how to build that properly, but we can do that in a minute. Anyway, so it's off in here in the detections. We've got that. So it's created. Now see, it's realized, oh, I shouldn't have created a new file for it. I should have done it in the existing EC2 file. So it's actually doing it smarter. And while I'm talking you through this, it's off fixing itself, right? It's been over here on the side running the detection, basically making sure that things are working right and it's doing things the correct way. decided to use the CloudTrail log thing. Let me try running. Oh, great. Now the detection runs. So it believes now it's written a good detection to do that, the discovery of those IAM role changes or adjustments right in the account. And we can see here that, it's created the detection. It's probably added it to the list of detections. So see here, it added it to the list of detections for Powerpipe. It's created the new detection in the correct format and all that sort of thing. It's worked out to use all of the standards for our mod using, the display columns. We'd like to have a query, set the MITRE attack information, and then it's written the query as well. Right, so we can actually, and then it's running that detection, and at this point, it's actually not finding any results because we don't have this problem in our account, but it's still able to do that. What's cool is we have the other MCP service here as well, and this happens to be a Tailpipe one. Oh, can you test the Tailpipe query for that detection using Tailpipe? So it already did this by effectively running it through Powerpipe, but just noting that we can also use Tailpipe to, test the query for that one, right? So it's worked out the table list. I'm not sure why it's calling the table list. I would hope that it would instead just do the query. Okay, so it checked the table was available, and it's like, all right, well, now I'll call it. So here it's pulled in the same query as it was running from the mod, and it's using that. So it's been able to do that appropriately to create ourselves a new detection and write that and test it to the point where it works in this mod. And I didn't actually have to do anything other than review the code, right? Whose idea was the new detection? Was it mine? No, it was the LLM's. Who wrote the code? The LLM did. Who tested and made sure the code worked for it? The LLM did, right? So at this point, we can start to move much, much more quickly on our development of Powerpipe mods, building them from scratch, building dashboards, whatever they might be, because we're able to integrate the MCP server into our code editor to either run queries, test our queries, write our new benchmarks, and all that sort of stuff. And it's exciting to see that be able to do those things in real time.
And I think that's really exciting for people who don't work at Turbot, because one of the powerful things here is you can remix them, you can create your own, maybe you don't have to wait for us to create all these mods for you and all these dashboards. But especially if you don't work at Turbot, you're probably not building dashboards all the time. And if you have to do it every now and again, not having to sit there and do that, oh man, I haven't done this for 8 months. How do you do this again?
Right.
Really, really powerful and lets you do a lot more. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Okay, what I wanted to talk about now for our Powerpipe MCP was, can we try just creating a new mod with a new dashboard from scratch and see how it goes in being able to help us do that? So let's give it a shot. So I just created a new little Powerpipe mod empty directory. There's nothing in here. I'm just going to do Powerpipe mod init, and it's created that little mod pp file for me. I'm going to start my Powerpipe server now. And now I've got my address where I can see this. If I pop over to my browser, put that in, we should be able to see I've got nothing in it. So let's try now using the LLM to create something. Please create me a Powerpipe dashboard that shows my S3 buckets broken up by region in a pie chart. I have not tried this before, so it's a wild adventure to see what happens when we do these things. First of all, it's setting the Powerpipe mod location to the current place, so that's good. It's created ourselves a little query here to get our buckets by region. It's created ourselves a little dashboard chart with that. And now it's testing. It's started trying to test itself by running the dashboard, etc., to see if it can get stuff to work. So hopefully, it'll start to work. And if I come over, you can see it already refreshed in my browser. I didn't have to do anything. We've got our buckets dashboard here, and hopefully it'll run. Let's see. Oh, there they are. We just got our buckets by region. We didn't have to do anything. So it was able to create that, run that, etc. Pie charts are bad information design. Let's use a bar chart instead. And hopefully it'll work out. See, I was right. Pie charts are bad idea. Bar charts are a better idea, and that's hopefully turning that into a column and buckets. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there
So
you go.
I can magically just work on things for this. Please add more charts and information to the dashboard to give me an overview of my S3 buckets for security, operations, etc. purposes. So let's see what it's going to work out here. It's still putting it all in a modpp file, which isn't really great design, but we could ask it to break it up in a minute. But it doesn't matter. It's working. So it started writing those and doing the queries. If we come over here, we can see it started to load all the different dashboards for us, right, of the way things are organized. It's getting some errors on some of them. I'm hoping maybe it'll try and fix those. It seems to be, hasn't tried to fix them yet. So, please check the dashboard for errors and fix any. So it's decided to work on the versioning one. It's trying to do some others. I could probably be more explicit about the errors. So I could say, hey, I can give it this one and see if it'll fix this, but I'm not sure if it's going to do what other fixes it's going to do on the way first. Okay, let's just accept the code as it is. So it's still got the errors. Let's try this. I'm seeing this error. So hopefully it's going to fix this for us. Let's see. No, different issue now. Size in bytes is wrong. Okay.
Moved on to the next.
I'm still seeing errors in the queries. Please test all the queries in SteamPipe and then fix in the dashboard. So now it's started to use the SteamPipe MCP server for us to do the work we need to test each of the queries. And now it should hopefully riff on that and fix the queries on the way through to be able to give us the updated dashboard with the correct queries by the time it's been able to fix them. Oh, so now it's started to find all of the different buckets, right? And it's fixed the different queries. The summary query still looks a bit problematic, but overall it's been able to update the dashboard with other things there. So anyway, we could get more into the details of it, but I think you get the idea at this point, which is basically we've gone from nothing, just a few minutes ago, to being able to say, hey, build me a whole mod, do the queries, test the queries, get them working, and we could see the server there riffing through and organizing its stuff to be able to build us a Powerpipe mod from scratch for whatever we might want, right? I didn't write any SQL queries. I didn't have to write any HCL code. I just had a chat with the server about what I'm looking for, and it started to arrange it all for us. And of course, now I could work with the LM to rearrange the files, organize everything properly, troubleshoot anything else. But it's a beautiful thing that you can build this from scratch now and have it work with the MCP server to automatically find and fix its own issues on the way through.
So this is great. We'd love to see how this is helping out in everybody's workflow as you're giving it a try. You can install this MCP server, configure it today. We'll put a link in the description of the video for where the repo is and all the information on getting started, and let us know what you think and how it's working out for you.
I can't wait to see what you build.
Thanks for watching. If you're ready to get started with Powerpipe, you'll find more information and a getting started guide at powerpipe.io.